Hello and welcome to the Deep Dive. If you're joining us today, you're probably an English language learner. And, well, you know as well as anyone that mastering this language is an incredible journey.
It really is.
But sometimes it feels like English throws these little curveballs your way, doesn't it? Especially when words sound similar or seem like they mean the same thing but actually hold totally different meanings.
Those tricky pairs.
Exactly. It's like trying to navigate a city with a map where two streets have almost the same name. You really need to know that subtle difference to get where you're going.
That's a great analogy.
And that's exactly why we're here today. We're diving deep into some of the trickiest, most frequently mixed up words and phrases in English. Our goal isn't just to give you definitions,
Definitely not.
We want to untangle these linguistic knots by offering practical insights, memorable distinctions, stuff that'll really boost your confidence and precision. Think of this deep dive as a masterclass in clarity.
Yeah, helping you communicate exactly what you mean every single time.
First,
Our mission today is really to move beyond just knowing the definition. We want to get into the nuances, the reasons why these words trip so many people up.
right.
We'll explore why they feel confusing and hopefully give you the tools, the concepts, the examples so clear that you'll just know which word to use intuitively without that second thought.
That aha moment.
Exactly, those aha moments. This isn't just about avoiding mistakes. It's about truly internalizing these differences to elevate your fluency, gaining that refined control over your English. It makes a huge difference in conversations.
It really does. So we've got a fantastic journey planned for you. We're delving into confusing pairs across, well, all sorts of categories. Everyday nouns, dynamic verbs,
Descriptive adjectives.
and even those phrasal verbs that can be notoriously tricky.
Oh, yeah.
We'll clarify, 6 nouns, 12 verbs, 6 adjectives, and 6 phrasal verbs. We'll give you crystal clear explanations, plenty of practical examples all the way through.
You should walk away feeling much sharper, much more confident.
Definitely. You'll know exactly when to say go versus get. Finally understand that crucial difference between being uninterested and disinterested.
And maybe finally grasp why shade and shadow aren't quite the same thing.
Exactly. So let's get ready to unpack some seriously interesting linguistic insights. Everyday nouns and related concepts. Okay, first pair. Let's unpack floor versus ground. These might seem straightforward, but the distinctions are actually quite important. They can really make you sound more natural.
They can, yeah. Little details matter.
So when we talk about the floor, we usually mean the flat surface inside a room or building, the surface you stand or walk on.
Right, like in your living room, your kitchen, an office.
Exactly. It's an internal kind of architectural surface. And it also refers to the levels in a building, right? First floor, second floor.
Though that can vary slightly. In British English, you'd say your office is on the ground floor if it's level with the outside.
Ah, okay. But in North America?
In North American English, that same level, the ground floor, is often called the first floor.
Right. A small difference, but one that can definitely cause confusion if you're not aware of it.
Absolutely.
Now, you said floor is generally inside, but are there exceptions?
There are, yeah. Sometimes we use floor for specific defined surfaces, even if they're outside or in nature. Think of it as a distinct, relatively flat area within a bigger space, like the forest floor was covered in moss or the floor of the cave was wet. You're talking about a specific, identifiable surface within that natural setting.
Got it. So it's defined, whereas ground, that's just outside, generally.
Exactly. Ground refers to the surface of the earth outside. It's the general outdoor surface, could be soil, grass in a park, concrete pavement, a gravel path. Much broader.
Okay. So we sat on the ground under a tree. That paints a clear outdoor picture.
Precisely. You're on the Earth's surface. So the key insight, maybe, is about definition versus expanse. Floor is often a defined, contained surface, whether inside a building or a specific natural area like a cave floor.
Right.
Ground is more about the broad, open surface of the Earth itself. It's about scope. Is it part of a structure, or is it just the world outside?
That makes perfect sense. So
Yeah.
the forest floor is defined within the forest, separate from the general ground of the whole landscape.
Okay.
But what about those times it feels like they're interchangeable? Like if your ice cream falls,
Oh, yeah.
you might just say it fell on the floor, even if you're outside, right?
Right.
Is that just casual speech?
That's a really good point. You do hear that, especially informally, when something drops, oh no, on the floor.
Yeah.
I think it's because floor can sometimes carry that general sense of the surface right beneath you. But for clarity, especially in writing or maybe more formal situations, Ground is definitely more accurate for outside.
Okay.
Knowing the main difference helps you choose correctly most times, and also helps you understand why a native speaker might occasionally bend the rule.
Right, it makes sense of the exceptions too. Okay, next up, a trio that really confuses a lot of learners. Journey, trip, and travel, they all involve moving somewhere.
But how they frame that movement is different.
Exactly. How do we keep them straight? Let's untangle them. Maybe start with travel.
Good idea. Travel as a noun. That's the general activity of traveling, right? Going to different places.
Yeah, the concept. And it's often uncountable, so you wouldn't usually say a travel when talking about the idea. Like, people say travel broadens the mind.
Right, the abstract idea. But
Yeah.
you can use it in the plural, travels, can't you?
Yes. That usually implies a variety of experiences, maybe visiting several places. Like, she told me about her travels in Italy, suggests multiple stops, different things happening.
You wouldn't say her travel there. That sounds odd.
Exactly. And we also see travel a lot in compound nouns, like travel insurance, travel agent.
Travel sickness, unfortunately.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so that's travel. What about journey?
Journey really puts the focus on the act of moving from point A to point B, the process of getting somewhere.
Especially longer distances, maybe.
Often, yes. Or just emphasizing the time or effort involved in the transit itself. You might say, the journey to Paris will take about 3 hours.
Highlighting the time it takes to get there.
Exactly. Or you ask someone when they arrive, how was your journey? Like asking, how was the drive? Or how was the flight? It's about the passage.
Got it. So travel is the big idea, journey is the moving part. What about trip?
Trip is usually when you go somewhere and then come back. It's a specific visit, a complete round-trip experience, often for a relatively short time.
Okay, so there's an expectation of return.
Yes, like I've just been on a trip to Rome.
Implies you went, stayed a bit, and came home. Or you ask, tell me about your trip.
And you get those specific types right. Day trip, business trip.
Camping trip, shopping trip. All implying a specific temporary visit with a purpose and a return.
So if we connect them, travel is the broad concept, the general activity. Journey is the physical movement, the getting from A to B. And trip is the specific event, the visit and return.
Like layers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Layers of a travel experience. Travel is the whole book, journey is a chapter in it, and a trip is a specific story within that chapter.
That's a brilliant way to visualize it. So tying it all together, travel is my passion. I recently went on a trip to Edinburgh, and the train journey from London took 4 hours.
Perfect. That sentence uses all three correctly and shows exactly how they relate.
Nice. Okay, moving on. This next pair gets really interesting, especially if you're thinking about future plans, opportunity versus possibility. People mix these up a lot.
They do. And the difference really matters in terms of, well, agency and outlook.
Okay, explain opportunity first.
An opportunity is a situation that specifically allows you to do something you want, something beneficial.
So it's usually positive.
Tends to be, yes. It implies a chance for action, a favorable set of circumstances you can act upon. We often say you have the opportunity to do something.
I had the opportunity to study abroad.
Exactly. The circumstances allowed for that desired experience. Or the internship was a wonderful opportunity, highlighting a beneficial chance for growth. It's a door opening for you.
Okay, so opportunity is like an open door. What's possibility then?
Possibility is simply something that might happen or might be true. It just means it's within the realm of what could occur.
Doesn't have to be good.
Not necessarily, and you don't always have control over it. Think about, have you considered the possibility that it might rain tomorrow? It just might happen. You can't control it.
Right. Or there's a strong possibility the plan might fail. That's definitely not positive.
Exactly. It's just acknowledging a potential outcome. We also use it to talk about available options, like what do you want to eat? The possibilities are endless. Just means there are many choices.
So the key difference is agency, control.
I think agency and positive potential are key. An opportunity is something you can often seize or act on to get a desired outcome. It's presented to you. A possibility is just something that could occur. It exists, maybe, but doesn't necessarily invite action in the same way.
So you might prepare for a possibility like rain, but you act on an opportunity like a job offer.
Precisely. Opportunity implies a favorable alignment you can leverage. Possibility is just potential existence, good or bad.
That really clarifies it. It makes me wonder, though, can someone mistake a possibility for an opportunity, like get their hopes up?
Oh, absolutely. And that's where the danger lies. If you see a possibility of promotion, but there's no clear path, no action you can take. It's not really an opportunity yet.
Right.
Misinterpreting that can lead to disappointment or wasted effort. Recognizing the difference helps you manage expectations and focus your energy where it counts on genuine opportunities.
That's really insightful. Okay, so combining them again, there's a possibility my company might expand next year, and if it does, I might then have the opportunity to move abroad.
Perfect example. The expansion is the potential event. The move is the chance for action arising from it.
Got it. Now, for a pair that confuses not just by meaning, but often by pronunciation, receipt and recipe. Oh, I have a story about this.
Uh-oh, do tell.
I was in a restaurant once trying to ask for the bill, the receipt, but I somehow managed to ask for the recipe instead. The waiter looked so confused.
Oh dear. Classic mix-up. It highlights just how easy it is.
Definitely. So let's break it down. A receipt. That's the proof of payment, right?
Yes, the piece of paper or maybe an email now showing you've paid for something, your record of the transaction.
And the pronunciation is key. 2 syllables, stress on the second. Receipt. And that P.
Silent, completely silent. It's receipt, not receipt.
Right, so the cashier asks, would you like a receipt? Or you say, I lost my receipt. Receipt.
Exactly. Now, recipe.
That's the cooking instructions. Ingredients, method, how to make something.
Correct. And the pronunciation here?
3 syllables, stress on the first. Recipe. Recipe. Need to say all 3 parts.
Crucial. Don't shorten it or make it sound like receipt. So you'd ask, have you got a good recipe for shepherd's pie?
Okay.
This really brings up how our brains try to link spelling and sound, especially for learners. You see the P in receipt, so you want to say it.
Totally.
Maybe you want to rush recipe. But mastering these distinct sounds, these rhythms, is just fundamental for clear communication. Avoids those awkward restaurant moments.
Definitely. So you ask for a recipe to bake a cake, and you get a receipt after you pay for the ingredients. Simple when you know how.
Exactly.
Okay, next pair. How we talk about the past. History versus story. Both deal with events, but they're quite different beasts.
They are. Purpose and factual basis are key here.
So history, that's an uncountable noun, right? And it's about facts.
Yes, history is the description or study of facts or real events from the past. It aims for objective truth based on evidence, research.
Verifiable stuff.
Ideally, yes. Yeah. And pronunciation can be a bit tricky. Sometimes 2 syllables, sometimes 3.
Right. You might hear his try, or maybe high story. That ooh can almost disappear.
Examples would be, I'm interested in the history of France, or the invention of electricity was a turning point in human history. Factual, significant events.
Okay. Now, story. That's countable. A story. Stories. And it can be made up.
It can be real or imagined. A story is a description of events often told to entertain, share an experience, or just create a narrative, fiction or nonfiction.
And the pronunciation is clearer.
Yep, straightforward, long O sound, story. Like, my dad told me bedtime stories about dragons. Clearly fictional for entertainment.
So the core difference is?
A commitment to truth, I'd say, and intent. History strives for objective, verifiable truth about the past. A story, even if based on truth, prioritizes narrative, engagement, maybe emotion. It can be fictional. History aims to record what happened. A story focuses on how it's told.
That's a really clear distinction. So you could say, I always thought the story of King Arthur was just a myth, but apparently some parts might actually be rooted in history.
Perfect. You see how they connect? But history provides the factual grounding, if any exists.
Right. Okay, last one for this nan section. A pair that plays with light and dark. Shade versus shadow. They both involve blocked light, but they're not the same.
Not at all. Function versus form, perhaps.
Okay. Shade. Uncountable noun. It's the darker, cooler area, right, where sunlight is blocked.
Exactly. The focus is on the area itself. And often the feeling coolness, protection from the sun, it's functional.
So you'd say, let's sit in the shade under that tree. You want the cool spot.
Or, I move my chair into the shade to avoid sunburn. It's about seeking that protective space.
Okay, so shade is the space. What's shadow?
Shadow is a countable noun. It's the dark shape that appears on a surface when something blocks the light.
The silhouette.
Yes, the outline of the object or person.
Yeah.
The focus is more on the shape or the form created. We say something casts a shadow.
Like, the tree cast an interesting shadow on the wall.
Or, your shadow is so long in the evening light, referring to the projected shape of your body. So the insight here is function versus form. Shade is functional. It's about comfort, temperature, a physical space you occupy for relief. Shadow is visual. It's about representation, form, an optical phenomenon, an image you observe.
That makes sense. Shade is a place, shadow is a picture.
In essence, yes.
But I remember being a kid playing with my shadow, trying to step on it. That's definitely the shape, the shadow, not the shade.
Exactly. A perfect memory to illustrate the difference.
All right, quick quiz time. Let's see what's sticking from these nouns. Listen closely, everyone, and see if you can pick the right word. I'll try to guess, too.
Sounds good. Let's see how you do.
Okay, Q1. When the fireworks started, everyone sat on the har and looked up at the sky. Floor or ground?
What do you think? Fireworks?
Fireworks are outside. Sitting outside has to be ground.
You got it. It is ground. We don't set off fireworks inside, hopefully, and you're sitting on the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
Perfect reasoning.
Phew. Okay, Q2. My last business was exhausting. I visited 3 cities in 3 days. Travel or trip?
3 cities in 3 days. Specific visit implies a return.
That sounds like a trip to me, a very busy one.
Spot on. It would be trip. It refers to that specific visit and return, often short duration, packed with experiences, not the general concept of travel.
Okay, Q3. There's a real that the event will be canceled due to bad weather, opportunity, or possibility.
Cancellation due to bad weather.
Yeah.
It's not something you seize, is it? It just might happen.
So, possibility.
Excellent. We're
Nice.
talking about something uncertain that might happen. Possibility is the right choice. An opportunity usually has that positive, actionable sense.
Right. Q4. I tried to make paella last night, but I think I read the wrong thought. Tasted awful.
Yeah.
Recipe or receipt?
Well, based on my earlier story,
Mm-hmm.
if it tasted awful, it was definitely the recipe.
It's definitely a recipe. You need the cooking instructions. Hopefully you didn't try cooking with your shopping receipt. No, thankfully. Okay, last one. Q5. We moved into the field because it was getting too hot. Shade or shadow?
Getting too hot, seeking relief.
You want the cooler area, not just a dark shape. So shade.
Absolutely correct. You're seeking the cooler area for comfort, so shade is what you're looking for. Focuses on the space, offering relief.
Great. How did everyone do? Hopefully those distinctions are feeling a bit clearer now. It's all about context, isn't it?
It really is. Choosing the right word for the specific situation. 2. Verbs Part 1. Actions, perceptions, and changes.
Okay, moving on to verbs. And these first two are everywhere, just incredibly common, but so confusing. Get and go.
They really are. Used for so many things. Movement, change.
Let's start with get. How is it used for movement?
For movement, get often focuses on arriving or reaching the destination, the end result.
Okay, the arrival. Like, when I get to Edinburgh, I'll call you. Meaning, when I arrive.
Exactly. Or asking directions. How do I get to the castle? Meaning, how do I reach it?
Got it. But get also means become, right? With adjectives.
Yes, that's a huge use of get. It signals a change of state. Very common with words like light, dark, old, late, ill, sick, tired.
So it gets dark early in winter. It becomes dark.
Or it's getting late, indicating a change in time.
Yeah.
I got ill on holiday, meaning I became sick. Focus is on the resulting state.
Okay, so get is often about arrival or the resulting state. What about go for movement?
Go for movement often emphasizes the journey, the process of moving from one place to another, the action itself.
Like, I usually go to Edinburgh by train. The mode of transport, the act of traveling.
Yes. Or you'll go past a great coffee shop on your way, indicating movement along a path.
And go for changing state. It's used differently, isn't it? Especially with colors.
Right. We use go when things change or turn from one color to another. Like hair often goes gray, not gets gray.
Or my fingers started to go blue from cold.
Exactly. And go is also very common for changes seen as negative or undesirable.
Like go bad for food.
Yes, this milk has gone bad. Or go wrong, go bald. He went bald in his 40s. It implies a sort of transformation, often irreversible and not positive.
So the core difference seems to be get emphasizes the result, the state you arrive at.
Yes, the achieved state or outcome. You get there, you get tired.
And go emphasizes the process, the journey, the transformation itself.
Generally, yes. The movement or the progression of change. You go to a place, you go gray, things go bad. It's subtle, but it shapes how we talk about things constantly.
It really does. Okay, so it's getting dark, the state it's becoming, but the milk has gone bad, the negative transformation. Makes sense.
Precisely.
Okay, next pair. Notice versus realize. These are about perception and understanding, how we process what's around us.
Right, moving from just sensing something to comprehending it.
So notice, that's more about just seeing or hearing something, the initial awareness.
Exactly. Yeah. It involves perception. Your senses pick something up, you become aware of it, but maybe without deep thought yet.
Like, I noticed the leaves had changed color. You just saw the difference.
Yes, a direct sensory input.
Whereas realize is deeper. It's about understanding.
Yes, realize connects to understanding. You make a connection in your mind, become aware of a fact or an implication. It involves comprehension.
So, following the leaves example, I realized autumn was on its way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You connect the observation, colored leaves, to the bigger concept, the season changing. You draw a conclusion, or we noticed the lightning and realized we should leave the park.
Saw the flash, understood the danger.
Exactly. Input versus processing. Noticing is the raw data from your senses. Realizing is processing that data, making sense of it, drawing a conclusion.
Seeing versus understanding.
A good way to put it. One is observing, the other is comprehending the meaning behind the observation.
That really helps. I remember saying once, I noticed the crack in the vase, but I didn't realize how fragile it was until it broke.
That's a perfect illustration. You saw the crack, noticed, but didn't grasp the implication of fragility, realize, until the consequence happened.
Exactly. Okay, next pair. Important for talking about crime. Rob versus steal. People mix these up all the time.
They do, and the grammar's quite different. It's about focus.
So, rob, what's the focus there?
Rob focuses on the victim, the place, or the person from whom something is taken.
Okay, so someone robbed the bank. The bank is the victim.
Or, I was robbed in broad daylight. The person is the victim. Rob emphasizes taking from someone or somewhere.
Right. And steal, the focus shifts.
Yes, steal focuses on the thing that is taken, the item.
So what did they steal? They stole cash. Cash is the object.
Or, they stole my wallet. The wallet is the object. And a key point here, a common mistake.
Oh, yeah.
You don't use a personal pronoun right after steal to mean took it from me. You don't say, they stole me my wallet.
Ah, right. How should you say it?
They stole my wallet from me. Or, they stole my wallet from my bag. You state the object stolen, then the source it was taken from.
Got it. Steal the thing from the person place. And what about related words like burgle?
Good point. Burgle, or break into, are often used specifically for taking things from buildings, especially houses.
Like, we got burgled last night.
Or, our house was broken into, they stole some jewelry. It emphasizes the unlawful entry into a property.
So the main takeaway for rob versus steal is the focus.
Exactly. Grammatical focus. Rob the victim.
Or person.
Understanding this is key for accurate sentences, and even in legal contexts where precision matters.
So someone robs a bank and they steal money from the bank. Makes perfect sense when you put it like that.
It clarifies the roles nicely.
Okay, competition time. Win versus beat. Used constantly in sports, games. How do we use them right?
It's again about the object of the verb. What follows win or beat?
Okay, so you win.
You win something. The game, the match, the competition, a prize. The focus is on the achievement, the prize, the positive outcome itself.
Like, our team won the championship.
Or she won a medal. Focus on the prize achievement. And with scores, you might say, Liverpool won 5-0 against West Ham, or won by 5-0.
Okay, note those prepositions. Now, beat. Who or what do you beat?
You beat someone or a team. The focus is on defeating the opponent directly, overcoming them.
So Nadal beat Federer, defeating the specific opponent.
Or she beat all the other contestants, emphasizing triumph over rivals. And with scores here, you'd say they beat West Ham by 5 goals. The opponent is the direct object.
So the key is the object again. Win takes the contest or prize as the object.
Win the game, win the prize.
And beat takes the opponent as the object.
Beat the other team, beat them. You can't beat a prize, right? And you don't win a person.
Got it. That makes it much clearer. Win the thing, beat the person team. And watch those prepositions with scores.
Exactly. Small words, big difference.
Okay, brace yourself. This pair is notoriously tricky, even for native speakers sometimes. Affect versus effect. They sound almost identical.
Oh yes, the classic confusion. That spelling difference, AVSE, is crucial.
And the pronunciation is super close too, right? Both stressed on the second syllable.
Affect, with A, often starts with F-A. Effect, with E, often starts with I-F-A-C, but can also be making them sound virtually the same in fast speech sometimes.
Okay, so spelling is key. Let's start with affect with an A. That's usually the verb.
Usually the verb, yes. It means to influence or change something. It's the action of having an impact.
Like lack of sleep affects concentration. It influences it.
Or The bad weather didn't affect our plans, didn't influence or change them. A good mnemonic is A, is for action effect, is the action verb.
Okay, A for action. Got it. Now, affect with an E, that's usually.
Usually the noun, it's the result or the consequence of the action or influence, the change that is caused.
So the main effect of the storm was flooding. Flooding is a result.
Or his speech had a powerful effect on the audience, the impact or result. A common phrase is to have an effect on someone, something. The mnemonic here could be E is for end result.
E for end result. Okay, but wait. You said usually. Can affect with an E ever be a verb?
Ah, yes. For our advanced learners, there's a formal nuance. Effect with an E can be a verb, but it means something quite specific. To make or cause something to happen. To bring it about, implement it.
Implement change.
Exactly. It often collocates with change or improvement, like the CEO hopes to effect major changes in the company's structure, meaning cause those changes to happen. It's more formal, less common than affect as a verb, but important for precision.
Wow, okay, so affect A is the verb of influence. Effect E is the noun for the result, and formally, affect E can be a verb meaning to cause or implement.
That sums it up perfectly. Influence a verb, result E noun, implement E verb formal.
So gloomy weather affects A, my mood, influences it. Sunny weather has a positive effect, E on me, result. And a new law might affect E, change, cause it.
You've got it. Tricky, but breaking it down by function really helps.
Definitely. Okay, next pair. Back to daily life. Wake versus wake up. They seem so similar. Are they just interchangeable?
Often, yes. Both wake as a single verb and wake up, phrasal verb, mean to stop sleeping or make someone else stop sleeping.
So I wake at 7 or I wake up at 7. Both okay.
Both perfectly fine. Or the alarm woke me. The alarm woke me up, often interchangeable.
But there must be some difference, right? Why have both?
There are nuances. Wake up is generally more common in everyday conversation, less formal. Wake on its own can sound a bit more formal, maybe more literary.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, wake up has an extra meaning. It can mean to make someone feel more awake or lively, more alert, not just stopping sleep.
Like that cold shower really woke me up. Makes you feel alert.
Exactly. Or I need coffee to wake up in the morning. You wouldn't really say coffee wakes me in that same sense of becoming alert.
Right. And when you tell someone to stop sleeping?
You shout, wake up, not just wake.
True. And in a hotel, you ask for
A wake-up call, not a wake call.
Got it. So the up often adds something.
Often with phrasal verbs. Up suggests completion or reaching a full state. So wake up implies fully transitioning from sleep to being awake and alert. Not just eyes opening, but mind engaging.
That makes sense. So often interchangeable, but wake up is more common, less formal, and emphasizes that full transition to alertness.
Precisely.
Okay, quiz time again for these verbs. Let's see if I've absorbed all that. Correct form needed.
Ready when you are.
Q1. It's starting to light earlier now that spring is coming. Get or go.
Becoming light. Change of state.
For light and dark, we use get, right? So get light.
You got it. Well done if you chose get to, everyone.
Yeah.
Get collocates with light and dark to mean become perfect.
Yes. Q2. If I'm feeling tired, splashing cold water on my face helps to wake me or wake me up.
Feeling more alert, not just stopping sleep.
That sounds like the extra meaning of wake up, so wake me up.
Spot on again. It should be wake me up. We use it here to mean feel more awake or lively.
Okay. Q3. Someone tried to tow my camera when I was on the train. Rob or steal.
Focus on the camera, the thing.
That means steal. They tried to steal my camera.
Correct. You steal a thing, camera, you rob a person or place. Focus is on the object.
Good. Q4. When I went outside this afternoon, the daffodils were in bloom. Notice or realize?
Just saw them. Initial awareness.
That sounds like noticed. I noticed the daffodils.
Exactly, noticed. You saw something, became aware of it without necessarily a deeper understanding at that exact moment.
Right. Okay, the tough one. Q5. The new government immediately economic changes, which positively the job market affected two gaps.
Okay, deep breath. First blank. Made changes happen. Implement. That's the formal verb.
Affected with an E, and second blank. Impacted the job market.
Influence.
That's affected with an A. So affected. Incredible. You nailed the tricky one. First gap, affected. E caused implemented change. Second gap, affected. A influenced impacted. Fantastic. You're really tuning into those differences. Phew. Great job, everyone. It really is about paying attention to those subtle distinctions. Are you feeling those light bulb moments? I know I am. 3. Verbs part 2. Perception, fit, importance, movement. Let's keep going with verbs. Next pair deals with sound again. Hear versus listen. We use them all the time, but the intention is key.
Absolutely. Passive versus active.
Okay, so hear, that's the passive one. The sound just comes into your ears.
Exactly. It's unintentional. Sound waves reach your ears, whether you want them to or not. Like, did you hear that noise? You didn't try. It just happened.
Or I couldn't hear you because the music was too loud. The sound simply didn't get through effectively.
Right. And hear can also mean be told something, can it?
Oh yeah, I hear you got a promotion, meaning I've been told information reached me.
Exactly. So mostly passive reception of sound or receiving information. Now listen.
That's the active one. You have to focus, pay attention.
Intentional. Requires conscious effort, like I'm listening to a podcast. You're deliberately engaging.
Or, sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening. You might have heard sound, but you weren't paying attention.
Precisely. The distinction is fundamental. Hearing is physiological passive sensing. Listening is cognitive, an active choice to process sound with intent.
Receiving versus engaging.
Perfect summary.
So if someone asks, did you hear what I said? They mean, did the sound reach you? But if they ask, were you listening? They mean, did you pay attention?
Exactly. A simple but crucial difference in everyday chat. Avoids misunderstandings.
Definitely. Okay, similar idea, but for sight. We have 3 verbs: see, look at, and watch. Different levels of visual engagement.
Right, from passive noticing to sustained observation.
So see is like hear, passive, unintentional.
Yes, it's just noticing something with your eyes, no effort needed. What enters your field of vision? I can see the mountains from here.
Yeah.
You're just aware they're visible.
Or I didn't see the car coming, lack of visual awareness.
Exactly. Now look at...
That's directing your eyes, right?
Yeah.
A specific action.
Yes, moving your eyes in a particular direction to see something. It's usually a shorter action, often an instruction.
Look at that. Directing attention. Or look at me when I'm talking. A command to focus visually on something, often static.
Right. It's about directing the gaze and then watch.
That's looking for longer. And usually it's something moving.
Exactly. Sustained observation, usually over a period of time. And typically what you're watching is moving or developing a film, a game, a play, someone performing an action.
Requires more effort, sustained attention, like watch how I do this, observe carefully.
Or did you watch the match last night? And the key point about TV.
Yes. You watch television, you don't see television, generally speaking.
Correct. You could see or watch a specific film, but the activity is watching TV. So I rarely watch TV.
Okay, so the framework is engagement and duration.
I think so. Seeing is passive. Looking at is directing attention briefly, often to something static. Watching is sustained, active observation, especially of movement or development. Different levels of conscious effort.
Makes sense. So you might see a bird fly past, look at it for a second, then watch it as it builds its nest. 3 distinct visual actions.
Perfect illustration.
Okay, next up, a common dilemma when getting dressed or choosing furniture. Fit versus suit, and the phrase go with.
Ah, yes. Very practical ones for describing things.
Let's start with suit. And pronunciation here is important, isn't it? It's not like a business suit.
Right. It's pronounced suit with a long ooh sound like boot. S-O-O-T.
Okay, suit. And it means...
It's about how attractive something makes a person look. Does it enhance their appearance? Clothing, hairstyle, color.
So that color really suits you. Means it looks good on you, makes you look attractive.
Exactly. It's about aesthetic appeal. Now, fit.
That's about size and shape, right? Practical dimensions.
Yes. Does it match the physical dimensions? These shoes don't fit me. They're too small. It's objective, measurable.
You hear it fits well or fits perfectly, and the idiom fits like a glove.
Meaning a perfect fit, dimensionally. And finally, go with.
That's about combination. Harmony.
Yes. It means to combine well. 2 or more items look good together, visually appealing or functionally compatible, even if they're different. They enhance each other.
Like, does this scarf go with this coat? Do they look good together?
Or that red bag goes really well with your black shoes. They create a coordinated look. So the framework here is objective versus subjective versus harmony. Fit is objective size, shape. Suit is subjective attractiveness. Go with is about harmonious combination.
Brilliant. So if I ask, does this dress suit me? I want to know if I look good.
Correct.
If I ask, does this dress fit me? I mean, is it the right size?
Yes.
And if my shoes go with the dress, they look good together, they match or complement each other.
You've got it. 3 different aspects of how things relate.
Okay, next pair. Mine and matter. These can cause confusion, especially in polite situations.
They can indeed. Misusing them can sound unintentionally rude or even strange.
Let's start with mind, usually used in questions and negatives.
Yes. I don't mind means it's okay with me, it's not a problem, or I'm happy to do it. Expresses willingness or lack of bother.
I don't mind waiting, or we don't mind the noise.
Exactly. And in questions, it's very common for polite requests. Would you mind closing the window? Using ing verb or a noun phrase after.
Very polite, and I don't mind can also mean you're happy with any option.
Yes. Tea or coffee? Oh, I don't mind. Means either is fine, no strong preference, no inconvenience.
Okay, so that's mind about preference, inconvenience, willingness. What about matter?
Matter is about importance or significance. If something matters, it's important.
And doesn't matter means?
It's not important. It makes no difference. Like, oh no, I forgot my keys. It doesn't matter. I have mine. Reassuring someone it's not a problem because it's not significant.
Never mind can mean the same.
Yes, never mind often means it doesn't matter. Now, a crucial warning.
Yes.
Do not say I don't matter. That means I am not important. A statement about self-worth. Very different from it doesn't matter.
Wow, yes. Huge difference. Good warning. And also the tone of, I don't care.
Right, I don't care can sound quite dismissive, angry, or uninterested. I don't mind is generally much more positive or neutral, showing genuine flexibility. Big difference in social impact.
Okay, so mind is about personal preference and convenience. Matter is about significance, importance.
That's the core distinction. One's about your internal state, the other about the weight of the situation.
Yeah.
Vital for social nuance.
Definitely. Key phrases to remember. I don't mind. I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Got it.
Excellent.
Next up, a pair that sound ridiculously similar, wonder versus wonder. That vowel sound makes all the difference.
It really does. A classic pronunciation trick.
Let's nail the pronunciation first. Wonder.
Wonder, like sun or cup. Wonder.
Okay, wonder and wonder.
Wonder, like hot or clock.
What?
Short O or ah sound. Wonder.
Wonder versus wonder. Got it. Okay, meaning to wonder sound.
Means to ask yourself something. To be curious, wish you knew the answer, or feel amazement. It's internal, contemplative.
I wonder where Sarah is, or I wonder what that noise was, asking yourself.
Exactly. Now, to wander, a ho sound.
That's walking aimlessly, no set plan.
Yes, to walk around a place with no set plan or purpose. Physical movement, often casual exploration.
We wandered through the park. Or Wordsworth's, I wandered lonely as a cloud.
Famous example.
Yeah.
And your mind can wander too, right? Lose focus.
True. So the vowel sound tells you if it's internal thought or external movement.
Essentially, yes. Wonder is internal curiosity. Wander, aho, is external movement or mental drifting. Mastering that vowel is key.
It really is. So you might wonder where your friend wanders, aho, when they go for a walk.
Perfect combination.
Okay, final verb group for this section. Fall off, fall over, and fall down. All about falling, but the preposition changes everything.
It specifies the how and where of the fall.
So fall is just the basic drop towards the ground. Fall off. When do we use that?
When something detaches from what it was sitting on or attached to. Separation from a surface.
Like falling off a bike,
Right.
or off a chair, or off a ladder.
Exactly. Detachment. Now, fall over.
That's losing balance when upright from standing.
Yes. Suddenly dropping to the ground from a standing or upright position. Collapsing due to lost balance.
I tripped and fell over. You don't need an object necessarily.
Right. Though you can say the vase fell over, it lost its upright stability,
Right.
and fall down.
Stairs. Usually stairs are steps, right?
Most commonly, yes.
Yeah.
Descending an incline or series of levels, suddenly stairs, steps, maybe down a hill or slope.
They fell down the stairs. Specifies that downward motion on steps.
Precisely. So the prepositions give crucial spatial context.
Off.
Detachment. Over. Losing upright balance.
Down.
Descending an incline steps.
That makes it very clear. So you fall off your horse, fall over your own feet, or fall down the stairs. Different prepositions for different tumbles.
Keeps the story accurate, even if the fall wasn't graceful.
Haha, exactly. Okay, quiz time again. Let's check these perception and movement verbs.
Let's do it.
Q1. My baby's growing so fast, none of her clothes her anymore. Fit or suit.
Clothes. Size.
Has to be fit. It's about the size, not attractiveness.
Perfect. Correct answer is fit.
Okay. Q2. I forgot to pick up your parcel. Ajesha, I can get on my way home. Doesn't matter or doesn't mind.
Reassuring someone, not important.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly right. It doesn't matter means it's not important or significant.
Q3. We spent hours the streets of Seville, wondering or wandering.
Walking around. No plan. Exploring.
Wandering, with the ah sound, wandering the streets.
Excellent. Should be wandering. Walking without a set plan. Great pronunciation check, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Q4. Have you seen that reel of the girl dressed up as a ghost falling the stairs? Off? Over
Stairs. Always.
down, falling down the
Yeah,
stair.
right. We fall downstairs or similar inclines.
And Q5, sorry, I had my earphones in. Hear or listen here.
Your phone's blocking sound. Couldn't receive it.
That's passive, so I couldn't hear you.
You're absolutely correct. I couldn't hear you. The earphones block the sound reception. Not about attention.
Fantastic. Excellent work, everyone. Are those light bulbs flashing yet? These distinctions really make a difference, don't they?
They absolutely do. Precision builds confidence.
Missing.
Descriptive adjectives.
Okay, let's switch gears to adjectives. And our first pair is a classic source of confusion, even, as you said, for native speakers sometimes. Uninterested versus disinterested.
Yes, a very common mix-up, especially in formal writing or speech. They sound like opposites, but the meaning is nuanced.
So, uninterested. That just means not interested. Bored.
Pretty much. You lack interest, you don't want to know about it, you're not engaged, perhaps bored or apathetic. It's an emotional state.
Like he was completely uninterested in the football match. He just didn't care about it.
Exactly. Lack of personal engagement or concern. Now, disinterested.
This is the tricky one. It doesn't mean not interested, right? It means impartial.
Correct. Disinterested mean fair, neutral, impartial. You don't favor one side because you have no personal stake or bias in the matter.
So you'd want a disinterested judge, someone neutral.
Precisely. We need a disinterested third party to mediate the dispute. Someone unbiased. Now, the nuance.
Ah, yes, the common misuse.
Many native speakers, especially informally, do use disinterested when they mean uninterested. It happens a lot.
So should learners use it that way?
For clarity and precision, especially in more formal contexts, it's best to maintain the distinction. Using disinterested correctly to mean impartial shows a good command of the language. But be aware you'll hear it used informally to mean bored.
Okay, so the core difference is emotional state versus objective stance.
I think that's key. Uninterested is about lack of engagement,
Yeah.
emotion. Disinterested is about lack of bias, objectivity. Conflating them can really obscure your meaning.
Got it. So if you're bored, you're uninterested. If you're neutral and fair, you're disinterested. Vital distinction.
Absolutely.
Okay, next adjective pair. Famous versus infamous. Both mean well-known, but the reason for being known is opposite.
Exactly. The connotation, the moral weight is completely different, and pronunciation first.
Good point. Both stressed on the first syllable. Famous is famius, but infamous.
Often mispronounced as in a way moose, but it should be I in fumus. 3 syllables, stress on the first, with schwas in the middle and end. Infumus.
Infamus. Okay, so famous, that's well known for good things.
Generally, yes. Known by lots of people. Usually for something positive, admirable, celebrated. People, places, things.
A famous actor. Paris is famous for the Eiffel Tower, positive renown.
Right. Admired, celebrated. Now, infamous. Infumus.
Also well known, but for something bad, notorious.
Exactly. Well known for
Cool.
something negative, shocking, disreputable. Again, people, places, things.
Like an infamous criminal or the infamous date of the attack, known for bad reasons.
Yes. Al Capone was an infamous gangster. That prison is infamous for its harsh conditions. Negative reputation. So the powerful insight is the moral valence. Both mean widely known. Famous is equals positive renown, celebrity. Infamous equals negative notoriety, bad reputation. Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Very clear. You want to be famous for your achievements, definitely not infamous for your mistakes.
Precisely. One is aspirational, the other cautionary.
Okay, this next pair is tricky because their homophones sound the same, spelled differently. Complementary with an I versus complementary with an E.
Ah, yes. Spelling is your only clue here in writing. Very easy to mix up.
Let's start with complementary spelled with an I. That relates to compliment, right?
You're-
Praise.
Yes, its first meaning is expressing praise or approval, like the reviewer was very complimentary about the new restaurant, said good things.
Okay, but it also means free.
Correct. Its second very common meaning is free of charge, offered as a courtesy.
Like complimentary drinks on a plane or complimentary breakfast at a hotel means it's included, no extra cost.
Exactly. Praise or free, both spelled with an I. Now, complimentary with an E.
This is about things working well together, enhancing each other.
Yes. Two or more different things that combine well, creating a better whole. They might be different, even contrasting, but they enhance each other. Synergy.
Like complementary colors in art. Blue and orange are different but look good together.
Perfect example. Or they have complementary skills. One is analytical, the other creative. Their different skills make them a stronger team. They complete each other, in a way.
Ah, complete has an E? Maybe that helps remember.
That's a great mnemonic. Complementary, E. Things complete each other. Complementary, I. Things involve praise or are free. Yeah, free. So the insight is the root meaning. I version comes from praise generosity. E version comes from completion enhancement. Knowing that helps separate them mentally.
That's really helpful. So a nice remark is complementary. I colors that look good together are complementary. E. It's all in that vowel. Okay, another similar sounding pair, often confused in discussions about money or policy. Economic versus economical.
Yes, very important distinction, especially in business or current affairs. Pronunciation can be similar too.
Right, both can start with ek or eek sound, economic or economic.
Depends on accent, but the meaning is distinct. Economic.
That relates to the big picture, the economy, trade, money systems.
Exactly. Related to economy, money, business, trade. Usually followed by a noun. It describes the large-scale financial systems.
Like economic growth, economic policy, economic problems, all about the system.
The country's economic situation. Big picture. Now, economical.
That's about saving money, being efficient, not wasteful.
Yes, not wasteful. Using money, time, or resources carefully and efficiently often implies saving money or energy.
Like an economical car uses less fuel, or it's more economical to buy in bulk, saves money.
Exactly. It's about efficiency and resourcefulness, usually on a smaller scale, personal or operational. So the insight is scale. Economic relates to the macro system of the economy. Economical relates to the micro practice of efficiency and saving resources.
Big picture versus smart choices.
A good way to put it.
So a country has economic policies, but you try to be economical with your spending. Got it.
Perfect.
Next pair. Distinct versus distinctive. Both imply difference, but how are they different?
There's a nuance about simple difference versus unique identifying quality.
Okay, distinct. That just means clearly different or separate.
Yes. Easily distinguishable. Two things are clearly not the same. There are two distinct types of squirrel in this park. Clearly separate categories.
And it can also mean easy to notice.
Yes. Clear and unambiguous to the senses. A distinct smell of garlic. Easy to perceive.
Okay, so distinct is about clear separation or easy perception. What about distinctive?
Distinctive means having a special quality that makes something easy to recognize or remember because it's unique or characteristic. It emphasizes the unique feature that aids identification.
Like, she has a very distinctive way of walking. You'd recognize her just from how she walks because it's unique to her.
Exactly. Or, his paintings have a distinctive style. You can tell it's his work because of its unique characteristics. It's about the memorable identifying quality. So the insight is, distinct just highlights clear difference or separation. Distinctive highlights the unique quality that enables recognition. All distinctive things are distinct, but not all distinct things are necessarily distinctive in a memorable, identifying way.
That clarifies it. So Scotland and England have distinct legal systems, clearly separate, but maybe someone has a distinctive handwriting style, uniquely recognizable as theirs.
Excellent examples. One is about separation, the other about recognizable uniqueness.
Okay, last adjective pair. Classic versus classical. Art, music, history. These get mixed up.
They do. One is about timeless quality, the other about specific traditions or periods.
So classic, that's like high quality, lasting appeal.
Yeah.
Best example of its kind.
Exactly. Enduring excellence, timeless, a benchmark. Used for books, films, cars, clothes.
A classic novel, a classic car, a classic little black dress. Timeless style or quality.
Right. And informally, it can mean typical, can't it?
Oh, yeah. Late again, classic Dave, meaning typical behavior for Dave.
Haha, yes. So, timeless quality or typical behavior. Now, classical.
It's more specific, like Mozart and Beethoven?
Yes, primarily refers to traditional Western art music from roughly the mid-18th to early 19th centuries. Classical music.
Okay. What else?
It also refers to things with a long established tradition like classical ballet. And very importantly, things related to ancient Greek or Roman culture.
Ah, classical architecture, classical literature, classical philosophy.
Yeah.
Referencing Greece and Rome.
A classical scholar studies that period. Classical sculptures in a museum. So the insight is breadth versus specificity. Classic denotes timeless excellence within its genre. Classical refers to a specific historical period, especially Greco-Roman antiquity, a specific musical tradition, or established formal traditions like ballet.
Got it. So Casablanca is a classic film, timeless masterpiece. Bach wrote classical music, specific tradition period.
Perfect distinction, quality in different realms.
Okay, final adjective quiz. Let's test ourselves.
Ready.
Q1. The wine is to the rich flavor of the cheese. Complementary I or complementary E.
Wine and cheese, working well together, enhancing each other.
That sounds like complementary with an E. They complete each other.
Exactly. Complementary with an E because they go well together and enhance each other's flavors.
Q2. We watched a film from the 1950s last night. It's still brilliant. Classic or classic?
1950s film. Timeless appeal. Great example.
That's classic, not ancient Greece or Mozart.
Correct. Classic fits perfectly here. High quality, timeless appeal within its genre. Film.
And Q3. We need a judge who can make a fair decision. Uninterested or disinterested?
Fair decision. Needs neutrality. No bias.
That has to be disinterested, impartial.
Precisely. Disinterested is correct, meaning neutral and fair, not personally involved.
Fantastic work on those adjectives. They require careful thought, but hopefully that's much clearer now.
Practice makes perfect with these VV phrasal verbs.
Okay, final section. Let's dive into the world of phrasal verbs, starting with end up versus end in. Both talk about endings, but differently.
Yes, the outcome and often the unexpectedness of it.
So end up, that's reaching a final situation or place, often unexpectedly.
Exactly. After a series of events, you find yourself somewhere or in a state you didn't necessarily plan. It can be followed by engangresum, a prepositional phrase, or an adjective.
Like we missed the last train and ended up taking a taxi. Unexpected outcome.
Or he started studying medicine but ended up becoming a chef. Unplanned career path. Or we got lost and ended up back where we started. Unexpected location.
Okay, unplanned or unexpected final state place. What about end in?
End in describes the specific result or conclusion of a process or event. It often, though not always, describes negative outcomes.
Like it collocates with disaster or failure.
Yes, strongly. The project ended in disaster. Their argument ended in tears. But it can be neutral, too. The game ended in a draw. It's usually followed by a noun naming the result.
So the insight is, end up is about the final stated destination, often a surprise.
Yes, where you find yourself.
And end in is about the specific outcome or result, often a consequence.
Yes, what the process yields. One is about arrival, the other about the result.
Got it. So you might end up lost, but a bad investment might end in bankruptcy. Very different.
Exactly.
Okay, next pair. Look up versus look for. Both involve searching, but for different things.
And with different grammar rules, too.
Look up, that's searching for information in a dictionary or online.
Yes, finding facts, definitions, data in a reference source. And it's separable, right?
Separable, meaning the object can go in the middle.
Yes. Look the word up, or look up the word. But the object is a pronoun like it. It must go in the middle. Look it up.
Okay, look it up. Got it. Now look for.
That's searching for a person or a physical thing, something you've lost or need to find.
I'm looking for my keys, or we're looking for John.
Exactly. And this one is inseparable. The object must come after for. You can't say, look my keys for.
Right, look for my keys. Okay, so look up info, separable. Look for person thing, inseparable.
That's the core distinction. The nature of the search, abstract info versus physical item, and the grammar, separable versus inseparable.
So you look up facts online, but you look for your missing cat. Simple.
When you know the rule, yes.
Okay, take down versus take off. Both mean remove, but different removal.
Yes, depends what you're removing and from where.
Take down, that's for things high up or fixed, like decorations.
Exactly. Decorations, pictures from the wall, curtains, posters, things you remove from a height or a fixed position, often involving downward movement.
Time to take down the Christmas tree, or we took down the old shelves.
Perfect. Now take off.
Clothes, shoes, accessories, removing things from your body.
Primarily, yes. Take off your coat, take off your glasses, removing items worn on the person.
And planes take off.
Yes, the other key meaning leaving the ground. So the insight is the point of origin or attachment. Take down from a height or fixed surface, take off from one's body, or from the ground, aircraft. Context is everything.
Right, so you take down a notice board, but you take off your hat, and the plane takes off. Got it.
Exactly.
Next, the catch-up pair. Catch up on versus catch up with. Very useful, but different uses.
Extremely useful, yes. One for info tasks, one for people progress.
Okay, catch up on something. That's getting up to date with info, like news or a TV show.
Yes, finding out what you missed. I need to catch up on the latest episodes. Or it can mean doing work you didn't have time for earlier.
I have to catch up on my emails after vacation.
Exactly. Getting back on schedule. Grammatically, it's followed by the thing you're catching up on. News, work, sleep. You can also catch someone up on something.
Right. Can you catch me up on the meeting? Update me. Okay. Now, catch up with someone something.
Two main uses here. First, reaching the same level or speed as someone ahead of you. Closing a gap.
He ran faster to catch up with the leader.
Or you need to study more to catch up with the class. Reaching their level. Second use is social.
Reconnecting. Talking to someone you haven't seen.
Yes, exchanging news, reconnecting socially. Let's meet for coffee and catch up. Implies catch up with each other. Or, I caught up with my old friend last night. Grammatically, usually followed by the person or group.
Okay. So on is for info tasks, a thing. With is for people or closing a gap.
That's the key difference. The object tells you which preposition fits. Are you catching up on what or catching up with who?
Brilliant. So you catch up on sleep, but you catch up with friends. Makes sense.
It does.
Nearly there. Next pair. Bring up versus grow up. All about childhood.
Raising kids versus becoming an adult. Agency is key here.
Bring up somebody. That's what parents or guardians do. Raising a child.
Yes, caring for and raising a child, often teaching values, behavior. It needs an object, the child being raised. They brought up their children in the city.
And often used passively. I was brought up by my aunt.
Very common, passively, yes. Emphasizes the caregiver's role. Now, grow up.
That's what the child does themselves, maturing.
Exactly, gradually developing from child to adult. It's intransitive. It doesn't take an object. You don't grow someone up.
So I grew up in London, not I was grown up.
Correct. Cannot be passive. You either say, I was brought up in London, focus on caregivers, or I grew up in London, focus on your own development. So the insight is agency in grammar. Bring up, caregiver's action, needs object, can be passive. Grow up, child's process, no object, cannot be passive.
Clear roles. Parents bring you up, you grow up. Got it.
Perfect.
Final phrasal verb pair. Go on to do versus go on doing. That subtle grammar change makes a big difference.
Huge difference. Infinitive versus gerund after go on.
Okay, go on to do something. That means finish one thing, then start another. Progression.
Yes, do something after completing something else. Move to the next stage or action.
She finished her degree and went on to become a famous lawyer. Completed degree, started new phase.
Exactly. A new subsequent action. Now go on doing something.
That's continuing the same action, no change.
Yes, continue with the same action, perhaps after a pause, but no shift to a new type of activity. Persistence.
Please stop interrupting, but he just went on talking. Continued the same action of talking.
Exactly. So the insight is sequence versus continuity. Infinitive, to do, signals a new subsequent action. Gerund signals continuation of the same action.
Subtle but powerful. So a band might release an album and go on to tour the world. Next action. But if the drummer goes on playing after the song ends, that's just continuing.
Perfect examples. Completely different meanings based on that tiny grammatical shift.
Wow. Okay, final quiz time. Phrasal verbs. Let's nail these.
Last round. Go for it.
Q1. I need to catch up what's been happening in my favorite TV show. On or with?
Info.
A thing.
Catch up on the show.
Correct. It's on. You catch up on information or a topic.
Q2. My attempt to swim across the English Channel ended failure. Up or in.
Specific, negative result.
Noun.
Ended in failure.
That's it. Ended in failure, showing the specific result.
Q3. Is this sentence correct? James started as a receptionist and went on being the managing director. Yes or no?
Receptionist,
And?
then director. Different roles? Progression.
No, that's incorrect. It should be went on to be, new role.
Precisely. Incorrect. Went on to be shows a progression to a new, different role after finishing the first one.
Right. Q4. Please all the photos and posters before you move out. Take down or take off.
Photos, posters on the wall, fixed.
Take down, remove from the wall.
Correct. Take
Yeah.
down for items fixed to a wall or high up.
Fantastic. Incredible work, everyone. How did you do on that tricky phrasal verb quiz? Hopefully you're feeling much more confident. Mastering these really signals advanced fluency.
It really does. Well done.
Here.
You know, if we connect all this back to the bigger picture, mastering these kinds of nuances, these subtle distinctions we've talked about,
Yeah.
it's not just about avoiding mistakes, is it?
No, it's more than that.
It's about gaining genuine precision, real confidence. true fluency in your English. Every single distinction you've grasped today, each little clarification, it's a step closer to expressing yourself exactly as you intend.
Removing that ambiguity.
Exactly. Allowing your thoughts, your personality to shine through clearly. It empowers you to communicate with much greater impact, whether it's just chatting with friends or in a professional setting. It's about really owning the language.
Wow, what a deep dive that was into the fascinating, sometimes frustrating world of English vocabulary. Your brain might be buzzing a bit right now.
Mine certainly is.
And that is totally normal. You've just absorbed a massive amount of valuable insight, and that's genuinely something to be incredibly proud of. Seriously, remember, learning a language, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a continuous journey.
Definitely.
And every moment you dedicate, every little bit you clarify, it makes a real difference. So please don't be discouraged if some of these still feel a bit tricky. Consistent practice, exposure, it'll eventually become second nature. It really will.
Keep at it.
Keep at it. And before you go, if you found this deep dive helpful, if it illuminated some things for you, please do take a moment to hit that like button. It honestly helps us reach more learners just like you.
It really does.
And maybe share this deep dive with anyone you know who's learning English and might find these clarifications useful. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more insights and confidence boosters like this one.
Here, here.
Thank you so much for joining us on this, this incredible linguistic adventure today.
Yeah.
Keep practicing, keep exploring those nuances, and remember, every single clarification brings you closer to your fluency goals. We truly believe in your journey. And maybe, as you go about your day-to-day, try to consciously notice how often you encounter these tricky pairs we discussed. Are you just hearing the words around you, or are you really listening for the precision they offer? Every conversation, every article you read, it's an opportunity. You've absolutely got this, and we can't wait to see you for the next deep dive.